All right, so I just got done eating my dinner. I've done very well so far. Trying to stay on the diet, trying to do what I'm supposed to do. So hopefully I think it was 6 pounds so far in 4 days. So I'll take it. So keep going, keep going. So Libras, here we go. Here we go. And I'm such a Libra. And when they told me what to write, I'm like, okay, well, settling for sure. Settling for sure. Um, a lot of Libras tend to be very indecisive. I'm that. Tend to have trouble making a choice or decision. Tend to keep seeing the better of something, even if it's not there. We see it. We see the potential of anything. We could see the potential of a rock, like literally. What's a rock going to do? Rock's just going to lay there and just be a rock. But we see potential. Oh, that rock could be part of a walkway, or that rock could be part of a home, or it would look nice sitting under that tree. We'll find a place for that rock. Hey, Olivia. So it's kind of crazy about Libras. All right. So Libras, I'm changing it up a little bit on Libras, only because I think I should. Not only because that I'm prejudiced toward Libras. I love Libras. All right. So Libras, first of all, I got to pull one of these cards. I got to pull one of these cards for Libra. All right. Libra, your card comes up. Self-sabotage. So Libra, what are we talking about with self-sabotage? What are we talking about? Libras tend to self-sabotage. Libras will always point the blame at themselves. Libras give in. Libras give in a lot. I don't know if you're so much giving in, Libra, for the other person, or if you're really giving in for yourself. For Libras, if there's a way, you'll make a way, you'll find a way. Hey, lovely lady. So, some of you Libras, during the month of April, even before April, way before April, like maybe April of even 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, and 15, 20 years ago. Because listen, Libras just, they keep the pattern for years and years and years and years. If you're just getting started and you're a Libra and you're in a situation that's not really great or not the way you want it, if you don't run now and get the hell out now, I promise you 8 to 10 years from now, you're going to be in the same shit, the same boat, with the same waves, with the same storms, with the same situations. Chances of it changing are very slim. Diana, you and I are like a mirror to one another because I get it. I get it. So, Libras, your first card, Ace of Swords, which makes sense. Because Libras, with this situation, wanting to either kick them out, wanting to go in a new direction, there's a strong part of you that has a desire, also that knows that you deserve more, or you deserve better, or you deserve something different, or you deserve to be the star of the show. You deserve to get all the attention. You deserve to be the only one. But Libra, you'll tend to self-sabotage, as we said. Every situation that's working out good, no matter what it is, because you always feel undeserving. You always will put someone else before you. You'll easily give up your crown to somebody else feeling as if you don't deserve it, feeling as if they're preferred. It's like Libras, you don't feel very lucky, whether you're playing games or like carnival games or anything, bingo. I don't care what you're playing. You don't feel lucky. You don't feel like you're going to win. You don't feel, you might feel like you deserve to. You might know that. You might admit that. But at the same time, your mind is really your worst enemy. Your mind is where the self-sabotage comes in. That card matches this card perfectly. Because while you're self-sabotaging, you're prisoning yourself. You have yourself in a prison. You have yourself feeling as if something can't be fixed or resolved or changed. So you're going to just accept it the way it is and deal with it step by step, day by day. For some of you Libras, your struggle is real. Your struggle is not made up. It's not a facade. It's not a cartoon. For some of you Libras, either you have an addiction or your addiction is codependency. A lot of Libras don't feel very good being independent, being by themselves. I'm not saying you can't, because you definitely can. You're definitely more than able and capable of living alone, of living your own life, of not being in a relationship for a while. You're definitely able to do that. A lot of you have done that. A lot of you have been by yourself. Even if it's not by choice, you've been by yourself. Also, a lot of Libras have left, walked out. You have walked away at some point. At some point, something was too painful. Something caused you to hit rock bottom. Something made you not want to accept a cup from this person based on the past cups that they gave you. And the truth was, those cups were never really filled with love. They were filled with what we wanted to believe was love, but they were not filled with the kind of love that we were looking for. They were filled with lust. They were filled with attention. They were filled with communication. They were filled with desires. They were filled with temptation. But the cup didn't come with the ring. The cup didn't come with the marriage proposal. The cup didn't come with everything it was supposed to have in it. You hung in there for a long time, right, Libra? You hung in there for a long time. You believed that it was going to work out, or you wouldn't have hung in that long. You kept giving the benefit of the doubt to somebody, even though it made you feel like you were trapped. For Libras, majority of you have gone through more than one, several heartbreaks. Most of your stories, Libra, all look alike. Most of the way that it progressed and to the way it ended all look very similar. Most of the people that you dated all did the same exact thing to you, some worse than others. But am I correct? If you're a Libra and you're in the room, please hit the like button and please comment down below. 18 years. Oh, Mel, thank you. I'm trying. It's not easy. Nighttime is the hardest. Last night I laid in bed and watched the clock till 7 o'clock this morning. Finally fell asleep at 7 for Buttons to start crying at my door at 10:30. I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for her. I got to get up. So I had to get up. So I only had like 4.5 hours of sleep. And I don't feel extremely tired. I don't. But my heart was pounding. I had such anxiety. I tried doing meditations and everything. Nothing was helping. Nine years, D? Damn. I get it. I did it for 12. Almost 13. I get it. All right. So a lot of you Libras can relate to what I'm saying. So a lot of you Libras now feel single to me. Feel like you're in your own area right now, like you're by yourself. doing your own thing, not liking it, but doing your own thing. Many of you Libras dealt with the third party situation. Many of you didn't know if you were the third wheel or that another person was. For a lot of Libras, you believe for a long time that your partner was cheating on you. But the truth was, Libras, that your partner was cheating on the person who you thought was the third party. In fact, majority of you Libras, you were the third party. They already had this other established relationship. And for a long time, you kept saying, you're cheating on me. They cheated on me. But they were cheating on the other person to be with you, which is why you didn't get everything that you thought you deserved, which is why that proposal never came, which is why that ring never came, which is why they never took the step that they needed to take with you. It was one thing to think they cheated on you and that hurt you. I get it, because I can tell you my own story. But to know that you were never that important in the first place, like what? What? You never were that important because you were never their main chick or man, whatever I'm reading for. You were never the main one. Ooh, that flew right out. Excuse me. I don't know if my allergy medicine's wearing off or what. For a lot of you, you found out. Maybe you self-sabotaged the relationship because you found out. Maybe you read the messages. Maybe you saw the phone calls. Maybe you found something in their car, in their home, in their pocket. Now, I'm not going to say their home. Probably you weren't even in their home. For some of you, you hit that rock bottom really hard. You hit it a couple times. During the month of April, let's get to April, a lot of you are still stuck. You're still stuck and still going to allow yourself to be an option. Although you act like you're demanding the truth, like you're demanding to be the choice. Yeah, me too, Mel. I crave everything as soon as I'm in that bed. Crackers, chips, anything I can get. But a lot of you, like I said, you believe in your own thoughts and mind that, okay, it's different now. You're convincing yourself that it's different now. It ain't different. You ain't different. They ain't different. The situation is not different. For a lot of you, you want to believe the person who left you out in the cold. You want to believe the person who didn't care how many tears you cried. You want to believe the person who was so adamant to lie directly to your face and tell you they're not cheating on you. Because technically, they weren't cheating on you. They were cheating on the one that they were in love with. They were cheating on that person. They weren't cheating on you. You were the reason that they were having problems in that relationship. They blamed you. Maybe you didn't even know that. Maybe you don't even know about that. Because when the other person found out about it, they blamed you for being a home wrecker. Yeah, how about that? That person that you're involved with still takes their own path, still makes their own choices. It's still all about them. Hey, Grace. That person wants you to believe, again, that it can be like this, that they can be all yours. Not in so many words, but different things that they do or say makes you feel so happy, makes you feel like you're back on top of the world, makes you feel like you finally won, finally got what you wanted. I'm just going to take this relationship and I'm going to run with it. You're not taking the time to think about things in April. You're not weighing the pros and cons here. You're just determined to win. You're just determined. You know what it's going to come down to, right? In April, it's going to come down to this. You're going to have to make a decision. They're going to act as if you don't bother them. Whatever you decide, whatever. It's going to put you back feeling like rock bottom again. That tower moment's about to happen in April. For some of you, you're believing that the universe is sending this blessing. No, no. The universe, God, your angels, would not send this person back to you. I have to say, let me see. Show me. Show me, show me, show me. Show me, show me, show me. Who's bringing this together? Who is it? Show me, show me, show me. Show me. Show me if it's God. Show me if it's the angels. Show me who is. Show me. Who's putting this together? Who's wanting this to happen again? Who's wanting you to go through it? Is it you? Is it them? Who is it? Who is it? Nope. Nope. Message is coming in. Somebody's going to get a message. Oops. Somebody's about to get a message. So this person is a fool. There's a fool card showed up. Person's a fool. Jeez, it won't go through. So there is a knight. There's a knight. There's a man who's wanting this to work out, but it's not going to. There's somebody who's kind of talking either behind your back or to other people about you. Somebody's blowing their own horn, tooting their own horn, kind of like, yeah, I can get this person. But this is the person that's sending you this person again. This is the person that wants you to get involved again. This is the person that said, oh, you were doing too good. You were pulling out of it. You weren't getting depressed anymore. You were finding strength. You actually maybe even went out with somebody else, or you considered it. I can't have that. I need to step in. I need to make this person look like they're amazing. I need to make it look like they're offering you a cup of love. I need to make this person seem like they're going to give you a new growth and a new beginning and a fresh start, and that they're leaping towards you with this horse to get to you. For a lot of you, you know this is about, damn it, I dropped it again. You know this is about a juggle. I know it was just right here 3 times, damn it. You know it's about a juggle. You know it's about trying to prove something to yourself. This is not so much about your partner. This is not so much about them because they're so great. This is about you trying to prove to yourself that you're worthy, trying to prove to yourself that you're good enough, trying to prove to yourself that you can win. This is so much about the struggle of you trying to create a balance in your own life. This is really not about them. And the sooner you can realize that it's not because you're so in love with them, it's not because they're the greatest thing since sliced bread, it's not because they were so good to you, it's not because the sex was so great, because it probably wasn't. It's more about you. It's more about how you're feeling about you. It's more because you feel trapped in your situation. Again, you're going to have to juggle and juggle and juggle. And for a lot of you, yeah, going back is not the answer. You should never revisit an ex. Really should never revisit an ex. Rarely does that work out. A lot of times there's so many wounds to heal, that there's so much unforgiveness that can't even be forgived. There's things that can't be forgotten. Trust issues have been so violated that you can't repair them. But at the same time, so many of you figure that, well, that cycle's over. I can just take a new cycle with them and maybe it'll work out. You know, it's really sad. Hi, Grace. It's really sad because you're setting yourself up for failure. That's what the self-sabotage was all about. You're just sabotaging your recovery. Every time you get so far, you relapse back to them. It's almost because you don't like being by yourself. You don't want to be alone. You don't want to do it alone. And I get it. I get it. Nobody likes being alone. After a while, it wears on you. After a while, it makes you sad. After a while, you kind of get fed up with sharing that person with another person. You can be as good-hearted as you want to be, but at the end of the day, when they're not with you and they're with somebody else, that shit hurts. It's real. It hurts. Question is, how much time of your life do you have left? You don't know. I don't know. I may not be here tomorrow, but I'd be damned if I'm going to sit here and waste every single day waiting for them to change or to fix it or to come back or to realize who I am and my value, when I could go find somebody else who sees my value right away and who wants to treat me that way. For a lot of you Libras, please. And if you're not a Libra and you're in here, then please pay attention. Pay attention. And I don't even know how you can deal with them in any kind of fashion. Once you've had that relationship, and I mean all of it, the sex, the bills, living together, buying things, going through things, struggles, raising kids, or whatever you went through with this person, can you really now just walk away from them and go date somebody else and still be friends with them and still watch them with other people, and that doesn't bother you when they're sleeping with other people or they marry another person? You feel okay with that? I need to learn your mindset. It's easier if you start out as friends and you have benefits, friends with benefits, and that's all it is. Then that's all it'll be. If you have a relationship and there was a commitment at one point in time and understanding between both of you, then that's a whole different level. And you could never settle for just friendship if that's the case. But if you were just friends and you had friends with benefits and you wanted it to go further and it just never went to where you wanted it to be, then I can understand how you can accept that and how you can still be friends and love them and care about them and still be able to communicate on a non-relationship kind of basis. It makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. But unless you're into swipping and swapping, or what's that called? When you swingers. If you're a swinger, okay, maybe you can do it. I can't. I'm not good at sharing. Never was. For a lot of Libras in the month of April, you're going to have the opportunity for new growth, but you're also going to have the mentality to want to go back to something that creates that self-sabotage that's going to give you the final outcome of a broken heart again. You're going to get a message. The message is going to be really clear to you. When they call you, when they contact you, that message is going to tell you what they want, exactly what they're focused on, exactly what's important to them. Listen to that message. Listen to what they say. Analyze it. You want to overthink all the time? Overthink about what they say, what it really means. Are they calling you just for that booty call? Are they calling you at 10 or 11 o'clock at night when they're all done with what they're doing, or 2 o'clock in the morning after the bar's closed, and then they're trying to come over? What does that tell you? The signs are all there. You have to be the one to decide what that sign is that you see. You have to take off that blindfold and decide to see the truth or to see still what you want to see. You're either going to be in this relationship together because they're coming and meeting you halfway, because they've gotten rid of the other person, and because it's just about you and them, or you need to choose to be by yourself so that you can find somebody new who is worthy of loving you, who wants to earn that privilege and that right. See, because being with you and being intimate with you is a privilege. It's a privilege. Not everybody deserves that privilege, right? And there's not everybody who you want to be intimate with or have a relationship with. They can be just as nice looking as the next one, but it doesn't mean you want to be intimate with them. You're not feeling it that way. But there is that one person who you can't get off your mind, Libra, who you can't seem to push it away, even though you know it's toxic, even though you know it's no good for you. You're comparing apples to oranges. You're saying, well, I'd rather have them around than be by myself. You wouldn't be by yourself. If you got rid of them, you could find somebody else. But a lot of you are scared to do that. Whether it's your age, whether it's your insecurities, whether it's how you feel about yourself, Whatever it is, you need to dig deep and figure it out. You really need to figure out in the month of April before you keep wasting any more time. You cannot get back yesterday, nor last year, nor 10 years. Anything that you've already invested, you can't get that back. You can't even get a promise from anybody, not even me, that you're going to be here tomorrow. It's not my call. It's not your call. The strangest, freakiest things happen. The strangest accidents happen. You can sit there right now and say, well, I'm healthy. I'm good. That don't mean nothing. You could sit out on your front porch and somebody could drive by and they'd be shooting, accidentally hit you. You could be sitting on your front porch and a car goes crazy, loses control, comes up on your grass and hits you on that porch. It's that crazy. It can happen. Libras, for April, love yourself. Live each day like your last day. Say what you need to say to certain people. Tell other people that you love them. Tell other people how much they mean to you. If you have older parents or grandparents still around, take the time after this video to call them up and just say, excuse me, just say you were thinking about them. You missed them. Maybe they're at a distance. I just wanted to hear your voice. I just want you to know how much I love you. I want to know how much you mean to me. Don't wait. I'm telling you now, and there's a reason for me telling you this. So whoever's in this room, whoever it is that you need to reach out to, if it's been a month, it's been longer than that, it's been a couple weeks, nobody's promised tomorrow. Don't regret not doing that. Don't regret just picking up the phone and calling somebody and saying, you know what? I missed you. I just want to hear your voice. I just want to tell you how much I love you. I want to tell you how important you are to me. I wanted to tell you that I wouldn't be the person I am today without you. Do it now. Well, you know, Empress Ava, sometimes that can change. Sometimes that can change. That can change with a simple phone call and saying, you know what? I know we didn't see eye to eye. I know you don't approve of everything that I've done. But I'm sure if that's your blood, they love you. They just didn't know you for a while, or something changed and they felt like you distanced or you pulled away from them, or you chose something different. Whatever the case may be, as long as you were the one who took that effort to call up and just say, you know what? I know we don't talk. I know we haven't been communicating. I know things aren't great. But I just want you to know I was thinking about you. And I pray for you every day. Plant the seed. Plant the seed of thought in their mind and see how it changes. You want to believe that they don't love you because of their actions, or because they didn't do for you, or because they didn't care, or because they didn't step up, or because they turned their back. But people have their own reasons and they justify things in their own way. But that doesn't have to change who you are and what you decide to do. You're the one that has to live with your conscience. They can choose to be miserable and mean and ignorant and rude and harsh all they want. But you, Empress, be the person, be the Empress that you are, Ava. Be that person. Call up and just say, you know what? You might hang up on me, but all I wanted to say was I'm thinking of you. And I'm praying. That's it. If they hang up, so be it. But you planted the seed. God will know you planted the seed. God will know you tried. God will know you reached out. But accepting it for the way it is, that's not going to make you feel good. Yeah. So Empress Ava, I'd love you to take a shot. Because, you know, people change. After a while, time softens people up. Yeah, 15 years is a long time. And before it's too late, I need you to fix that. I need you to fix that. This message wasn't for nothing today. This Libra, from one Libra to another, this Libra is telling you, you have nothing to lose, but everything from God and your angels to win. All right? All right, guys, with that being said, it's Libra. Got to go. In the community section, I'm going to put my link for the Zoom. I hope you can come on the Zoom with me. Empress Ava, I love it. All right, Empress Ava, you do what you got to do. Get it done. Don't hesitate. Don't overthink it. Okay? I just want you to know I was thinking about you. If they hang up, they hang up. I miss you. I wanted you to know I was thinking about you. Doesn't matter what the argument was about a long time ago. Doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter anymore. All right. Mwah. All of you. See you on the Zoom.